Hello and welcome back to Earl C. Banks Field here in Baltimore, Maryland. Your final score, Norfolk State wins their first ball game of the season, 24-21. We're here with today's Spartan Partners postgame players of the game, Otto Coons and Daquan Felton. Both had a huge part in today's victory. First of all, the Spartans got off to a 17-0 start here in the ball game, and that was led to by your arm, Otto. You made a couple big throws to start this ball game. First of all, you haven't played in a couple ball games. You haven't seen that rhythm get going, but it was good early in the ball game to hook up with Daquan and get some things going to Tremaine to get going.
We were just getting back on track from week 2. I mean, me and Quan have a good connection out there at receiver, so we were just getting back on track where we started off from.
One thing the coaches wanted you to do was grow a little bit and just get more involved and be comfortable. And today you look comfortable. You did some things running the football, which were good. You threw the ball well today. Talk a little about how you felt out there just being back.
So you got to take control of the offense. Throws are going to come. There's going to be people open. Runs are going to work. But it's really about keeping everybody up on the sideline, keeping a positive attitude, and leading the team, being a leading team.
One thing that we saw today is you haven't played, but the guy who came after you, Jalen Adams, even though you were on the sideline, he was still able to make a play. That's something that Coach Odums talks about a lot, the next man up. Talk a little bit about, even though you weren't the guy to get the game-winning touchdown pass, you still saw Jalen throw the football and get the touchdown.
Yeah, we've been rotating back and forth the last few weeks, but we do see it as we're making each other better. It's competition, so if one man's not able to go, the other man's got to be ready, so we feed off each other.
Although our first win today, and a lot of it was due to this man standing to my left, Daquan Felton. We're standing in the end zone where you caught the fade for a touchdown. I said it on the air. It's not going to be a good thing if they single up Daquan Felton in the end zone,
right,
and you made him pay today. Talk a little about that play and what you saw.
Honestly, I just be myself. If they want to cover me one-on-one, then I just take what they give me.
You had a big day today. You started off on the first play, and one thing I saw from play one, even to that last play, you were into the game. As a matter of fact, I saw you come to the sideline. Coach Odums had to calm you down. You saw they were covering you man to man. You said you wanted to book football, and you made the play when it came down to it.
Right.
Talk a little about this game today and how you felt from the start to the end.
Honestly, I just know I have to be a leader. I have to help my team win. So I come out here, bring our energy, make sure our energy level is high, and we just go from there.
This isn't the end. I know we're excited about the 1-0 start, but we have to get right back to it next week, Delaware State. The way we came here at Morgan's homecoming, you know Delaware State's going to want to do the same thing to our homecoming. What do we have to do to get prepared for a good Delaware State football team?
We just have to play our game. We left a lot on the field today, and if we clean up the corrections, nobody can stop us.
Thank you, Daquan, for your help. Thank you, Otto. We appreciate you. The final score is 24-21. I know I wrote it down here in Baltimore. Thank you for your help. We'll see you next week as Norfolk State takes on Delaware State in Norfolk for homecoming. Be there with us to celebrate Norfolk State's homecoming. Spartan Partners post-game show. Ross Gordon now joined by the head coach of Norfolk State University, Coach Dawson Odums. Just the way you drew it up, a 24-21 victory. Coach, I think one of the things that you look at our season, I think if you're going to win your first game, you want to win it like this. And it sounds crazy because we've lost some games in ways that you didn't want to lose, but this showed grit. Today showed grit, showed fight, and that's what you've been talking about from your team the whole year, and you like the way they didn't quit down at the end.
Well, no, I think it's a competitive football team. I thought they, from start to finish, like I said, the last 3 weeks of practice have been good. They had a great week this weekend. I just give honor and thanks to the Lord, man, because we stayed the course, and I'm so happy for these coaches and players to be able to taste victory. You're right, no better way to do it than going to somebody's homecoming and upsetting them, and hopefully can spark something and spark some success for the Spartans.
Defensively, one drive, one bad drive, I think in the second half, and this is a team that's going to score some points. It's solid offense. That one missed assignment on the touchdown road to put them up 21-17. But I know you're a defensive guy. We're going to win football games. Our defense has to be good. They've been playing solidly over the last couple of years.
Well, exactly. You're right. Just a lot of rushing yards today because they had a couple big runs, but great fourth down stop to get the ball back to our offense. And I thought they played hard the whole game. We just got to keep improving on our execution. When you look out there, there's a lot of young guys. Have a lot of young guys on their defense playing, but you can't take away from their effort. I thought the effort was outstanding today, and we knew it was going to be a really good football game. Anytime you get into MEAC play, you got to play for 60 minutes and beyond. And I thought our guys did a great job of that on defense today.
25 of 34 for Otto Coons. He did have an interception, got us down to the 3-yard line. Jalen had one throw today, but it was the most important throw of the day. Otto, talk a little bit about his game today, because he hasn't played for the last 3 games, and you've been wanting to see some things from him, and especially on the sideline, him being the guy controlling the sideline. He played well today, especially throwing the football. He had one bad pass. But he made good decisions, and he found open guys.
Well, I thought he spent it as well as anybody. I thought he had a great confidence, played with great confidence today. He led the offense, and he took a step forward in his maturity, and I think that's what's important when you're a leader at that position. He can throw the football. I think he went through some early spells in the season where he learned some valuable lessons, and hopefully going forward, he can continue to play at a high level, because if he does, we have some weapons, and if we continue to get better and improve at that position, 25 out of 34 is pretty good for a quarterback on any given day. And I think Jalen, when he came in, he's as cool a customer as there is, and he didn't blink. And when you got 2 guys with that kind of leadership, you got a chance to be successful on offense, and I was happy for them today, because it's been a struggle. We struggled some this year, but we put it together, and we found the way to get a victory.
I think also, Coach, when you have a situation like that, neither guy seemed mad that they hadn't played the whole game, or they came in at the end. When you needed them to make a play, they made a play.
Well, I think that's good team football, and I think that's part of the process that we talk about all the time, is getting guys to buy into what you're doing and be great in their role. And I think those 2 quarterbacks, they give us a chance, because they're unique in their own way. They have a different skill set, and I think we can take advantage of both of them.
Coach, we're standing about 10 yards away from where the game-winning touchdown happened. DeQuan Felton on the play where you handed it off to J.J. Davis. I've never seen you as calm on the sideline when the guy comes up to you and says, give him the ball. I saw you calm him down just a little bit, and then on the next play, he went up and made a play for you. Talk a little about what his game does for his confidence. He had 8 catches for 94 yards in that touchdown.
I mean, he's a big play. He has big play capability. He's a special talent, and we try to target him. And when the game's on the line, we try to make sure the ball go to your best players, and they at least get an attempt. And Jaden Adams, once he came in, he was like, Coach, we got 2 plays. He said, we can run speed option, or let's take a shot. I said, well, let's take a shot. Let's give Felton a chance. And you give him a ball that he can make a play on. And it was pass interference, and he still made a play. But at the end of the day, I tell you all the time, your matchups come down to players. And players got to make plays in big-time games. And Felton's a big-time player, and he made a big-time play today.
A homecoming today here at Morgan, and we ruined their homecoming. Del State's going to come in and try to do the same thing next week. What do we have to do to get prepared for a very good Delaware State team?
Well, we'll get some film. We'll start watching them and breaking them down. They're coming off a bye week. They'll be a fresh football team. And we just got to somehow figure out how to play with energy and excitement. I thought we did that today. I thought our sideline was outstanding. And we just got to build on us. If we can just take care of us and get better at what we do, everything else will take care of itself. But this is a confident bunch. I think today really helped their confidence, and as we go forward, I'm looking for this team to continue to get better as we go down the stretch and continue this fight in the MEAC.
We said all it took was one, and we got the one today to see how that ball can get rolling. Yes. And so, Coach Odums, thank you for your time. Your final score 24-21 here in Baltimore, Maryland. Coach Odums will let you in.
Well, next week it's HOMECOMING homecoming, y'all. See you there.